It's an honor to be here. This is a place I dreamed about coming up as a little kid every New Year's, the Rose Bowl. In 2016, hey, it's gonna be 114 years old. They started this way back in 1904, what it used to call the East-West tournament. The East Coast versus the West Coast. The South wasn't in the sports. South more or less was in the slavery thing. But this East Coast, West Coast thing been going on for years. And then they decided to call, it was called the Rose Tournament. But there was too many tournaments going on. So they decided to say, well, the stadium is shaped like a bowl. So instead of calling it the Rose Tournament, we're gonna call it the Rose Bowl. And it's 114 years old. This has been here way before NFL. And it's a blessing to be here. 114 years and 114 Rose Bowl. January 1st, 2016. Boy, I thank God for letting me live my dream. Facebook family, I was raised up at a stadium. I started holding the yardstick at Jefferson Stadium when I was 8 years old, making 25 cents a game. I worked one halftime game. That was in 57. And then in 58, I worked the whole game. And I made 50 cents a game. And stadiums always been my thing. And all the time I would love my best stadium I always would love seeing, or just like watching a brand new car come around that you like to see. And that was the Rice Institute. It wasn't no university because blacks weren't even going there. Blacks couldn't even go over there on that property. It was an institute before it became a university. And that stadium it would hold 75,000. See, Jefferson Stadium don't hold no more than 35, 40,000. You know, but we would stuff our stuff in there Thanksgiving. We get 45, 46, maybe 50,000. But this stadium here was the largest stadium in the country. This stadium was seating 105,000 people. First time I seen it on TV, it was 100,000. And they expanded out to 5 more thousand. It was the largest stadium in the country. And right now it's the second largest because the first biggest one hold 110,000, and that's at the University of Michigan out there at Ann Arbor. Boy, I mean, stadiums are that's me. When I started at Jefferson Stadium, it was so good to me. God had been so good to me. I was the first water boy that Houston Oilers ever had. I remember Mr. Adams coming. In fact, Bobby Brown, the trainer, asked me, to show you how much I know about stadium and how much I love stadium. He asked me, he said, hey, I heard you've been working around the stadium, you know a little bit about the stadium. See, a lot of things about Jefferson Stadium, even football players didn't even know. Coaches didn't know because they would only go in that little section. But right in the middle there, between the Cullen side and the Scott side, all the white kids, they didn't have to tote their uniform to the stadium. Their uniform was already there at the stadium. Only the blacks had to do that. Yates, Wheatley, and Booker T. Washington when I first started. And then that next year, they added on Cashmere and Worthing came in. And all of them black schools had to carry their uniform. And Coach Patterson was so good over Yates. He would make the guys walk from Jack Yates to the stadium in their uniform. But come to tell you about the stadiums, man. This stadium has always been in my heart, man. I always wanted to go and come to where I'm at today, Pasadena, California. You see, I'm dressed up. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the 2016 Rose Bowl. And It's a blessing to be here. Yes, I want USC to be here, but they couldn't be here. Stanford is here to represent the West Coast. Facebook family and Jack Yates family, I appreciate what we have done now on Facebook. Over 20,000 views. That's what I do. I enjoy doing this. They don't pay me at the Breakfast Club for all them videos y'all watch. I do that because my dollar bills come from views, because it let me know somebody care about what I'm doing. It ain't about money. It's about the views to me. And we average on Jack Yates Men's Breakfast Club, we average anywhere between 500 views. In 2016, I noticed what I'm gonna do is start doing interviews with older people. History, because these people ain't gonna be around long. Ain't no guarantee I'm gonna be around long. But these people have witnessed things that we have never witnessed before. And my largest view come from Miss Maxine Williams, who graduated Jack Yates in 1935. I got over 800 views on that. And I'm gonna be interviewing other older people and getting all this history, because too many blacks are dying with information that we can use. Young people can use it, so can older people like me can use it. They got wisdom. And if we don't grab that wisdom and documentate that wisdom like I'm doing on these videos, hey man, all that history gonna be gone. These people are not finna tell these young black people about themselves. And who's to say if they right or who's to say they wrong? Only God is the judge. But it's our responsibility to help these young people, man. Help them. I know some of them rag around with their pants down, whoop-de-doop. But it's just a numbers game. A numbers game, in case you don't know what that is, they call it in the car business a numbers game. Because everybody come through the door can't afford to buy a car. They might want a car, but their credit won't allow them to have a car. And it's the same way with these young people. We got to help them. Oh, help them. Stop downgrading them because their pants are weighing down. Speak to them. Don't tell them what to do. Don't tell them to bring their pants up. Act like you don't even see it, and treat them like a human being. And try to educate them. And if they don't get it, whoop-de-doop, let them go. Let them go to TDC or wherever they got to go. Maybe some of them going to the cemetery. But let's do our part as older people. God have blessed us to live this long, man. I celebrated a class of 1955, 60 years since they've been out of school, in 1955. And the Fabulous 50 give me all the credit in the world for what I done. I did another class reunion, 1965. They 50 years. These are people I went to school with. They blessed me, man. I don't sell no DVDs. I don't make no money. But it ain't about the money. It's about the blessings I'm getting. How you think I got here? How you think I got to Las Vegas? Come on, people, think. God is blessing me. And I'm so grateful. Some people might say, well, whatever they saying, who cares? Because when it all boils down, when you in that casket, ain't nobody gonna say, move over and let me get in there with you. Hell no. So it's all about you trying to make yourself happy. Because when you happy and you smiling, everybody else seems like they're gonna smile too. A lot of people ask me, well, why you sending all this stuff about Debbie Allen? Because Deborah is living her dream. And I can relate to it, because I'm living my dream. I don't care if she appreciates it or not. In my heart, I know she do. But the bottom line, I'm living my dream. And for those that might complain, whoop-de-doo. Because when you happy, when you make yourself happy, to me, that's all that counts. Because when you happy, you got a smile on your face. People see me smiling every day. And I'm going to continue to smile. When I first learned out about my smile, It was out in Pasadena. Believe it or not, Ku Klux Klan territory. This is in the 60s, late 60s, really early 70s. And when they seen me out there, I went there with a smile, and the first lady called me a bread boy. And I told her, I say, ma'am, how old do you have to be before you be a man? I say, if y'all send somebody up in space, a black person, will he be a space boy or will he be a spaceman? And she just started laughing. She said, oh, I didn't mean it that way. I said, no, ma'am, it wasn't nothing. She said, I call my husband boy. So I learned to smile. Then when I was smiling so much out there around them Ku Klux Klan people, these people hated black people. But they got to the point that they enjoy me smiling every day. I would come in and I would go in there smiling. I would say, hey man, I know I'm black and I know I got to be out of this neighborhood at a certain length of time. I would crack jokes. Man, I don't want y'all to say I commit suicide and shot myself in the back with a rifle. You know, y'all do that kind of stuff on us black folks, right? And I'm laughing at the same time. I got that smile. And they smiling too. They say, man, you make my day. So I'm saying this, Facebook family, Jack Yates family, thank you so much for what you've done for me. I didn't make any money. It ain't about money. But I did get some satisfaction knowing that 20,000 people listened to what I had to say or what I'd done. And I can't forget about the 1965 class, man. That's celebrate their 50th class reunion. They did something that made me cry. They gave me a star with my picture on it in the 10th grade. And I thank them for it. I framed it and put it on my wall. You know, because I realized it'd been rough for me. Not really rough, but I had my spots where I did things that really wasn't good, even as a kid. But I'm gonna get into, like I told you, it's all about 2016. We're getting off into documentations. And the best documentation I can do is on myself. And I'll be coming at you 2016. This is Boo Lee. I love y'all, Facebook family, Jack Yates family. We're live. I hope you and your family have a happy new year, because there ain't no secret. We here at the Rose Bowl. And it's been here 114 years. And so what that tell you, it ain't going no doggone well. Thank you. God bless you. Love you.